Okay, we should be live.
I'm going to make sure this is all working, and then we can get started.
Oh, there we go. I already had the second controller signed in. So that's probably why we started with an echo. All right, I think we are now ready to go with the divisional round of the playoffs. As we look at the bracket, there's only 8 teams left competing for OFL Bowl. What number are we on? 18? 19? I've lost count. What number is it? We are on OFL Bowl 18. Okay, that's what I thought. So these are the 4 matchups we've got today. The number 1 seeds are the Browns and the Panthers. They are taking on the Diablos and the 49ers, respectively. And then we've got the Rams, the only higher-seeded team to win in the wild card round, against our Minnesota Vikings. And then, of course, the Wizards and the Aviators. We had some very exciting games last stream, to say the least. Game-winning missed field goal. Hail Mary and ridiculous drive by the backup quarterback, Justin Fields. Najee Harris, whatever the hell this game was, the Hail Mary penalty, and then this game, which was a huge upset. What's good, SGYT? Dan, C. Mill, how we doing, everybody? Don't do your game first. I see your request. So, Siri will choose between the other 3 games for us to start with. And Lap Dance Land should be starting. I don't know if that's a smart idea, considering how good he did. Boom. Not gonna lie, I stopped watching after... Well, yours was the last game we did. So, of course, you stopped watching after your game. Because that was the one we finished it with. We all stopped watching after that one. So, I guess you're not alone. Alright, I just had to plug something in. So, let's let Siri figure this out. Which game are we going to start with? 1, 2, 3. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 3. Siri has selected 3. Yes, thank God. We get to rip the Band-Aid off. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. 1. Okay, and we're the user. Fun. Oh boy, this should be interesting. My team against DJ Uyunglele, who I have been pushing the agenda for quite a while. I don't think Mr. Rob is here, so I guess everybody else can pick the Rams jerseys. How come the Niners game wasn't a choice? Because Nickinator could not be here for the first game, but I think he said he'd be here, or would be available for the other games. So, for that reason, I'm letting them be off of the series decisions. All right, what jerseys do we want to rock with? What jerseys do you guys want the Rams to go with? We've got home, got away. You could do a mixture of the group. Yeah, Nickinator says he should be here for the rest, so that's why we're not starting with his game. We could go with one of the older Rams jerseys as well. These like 2019 ones give back like OFL 19 vibes. Back when the Rams had their super team with Brad Kaya and Lamar Jackson. And then they've got the really old ones too. Here are the St. Louis ones. And then of course like the old ones. Like the 90s ones. All gold and navy or white. All yellow. I guess that counts as gold as well. Does anybody have any other requests? I guess gold is technically in the lead. Like the old gold? Where is the old gold? Like that gold? Old blue? I would say my vote's for old blue too. Like the current old blue ones. Yeah, these ones are clean. 2010. That's not 2010. Oh, this one. This is the old gold one. This isn't bad. And the Vikings wear all white. I don't think I'll wear all purple if they rock with blue. If they rock with gold, maybe. 2010's gold. Which one is that? This one? The 2019 one? Okay, so I see a bunch of different choices. We have old gold, 2000, new gold, old blue, another all gold. It seems like gold is the majority. So do you guys want the newer gold, which would be this one, or the old gold, like this one, like the brownish, or this one? It's more like yellowy. I feel like both those old ones are kind of ugly. I would say I like this one. This is my vote. 2019 gold, new gold. Okay, in that case, we can rock with all purple. All right, boom. Which team will advance to the NFC Championship? Will it be Mr. Rob and the Rams? What the heck? Can't create more saved data or game for this app. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. We're going to quit out of the game. I don't know if you guys could see that pop-up message, but it told me I can't create any more saved data. So I'm going to delete a couple save files that I don't need. I'm pretty sure I only have OFL stuff on this account, though. So, like, what would be taking up space? Okay, maybe these were, like, some experiments. Oh, this was like the experimenting I did with the Eagle series. I don't need those. Because those were never even used. That was when I had to restart the series and move all the data. And I guess I did it on this account first, now that I remember. And I don't know, it must not have worked. I don't have an Ultimate Team account, so I can't delete that if I don't have one. Alright, now we're good. That's the wrong game. Don't delete Titans. I think it's hard to delete Titans in Madden 22 if that's on Madden 23. So I think I'll be fine. Hopefully. We want 2019 gold. Yeah, that one. And then Color Rush. Boom. Perfect. There we go. Wizards and Aviators of 100% Vikings and Rams. Okay, I didn't get the pop-up message. That means we're good. I always forget. I don't blame you. I think it would be pretty easy to forget since they are similar games. And, well, the menus look the same. I didn't delete the actual Eagle save files. That was just when I was, like, trying to restart the series on this account, and it wasn't working, so I moved it to my other account. So I didn't delete the actual Eagle save file. I don't delete my save files when I'm done. I delete, like, the games off of my console, just so, because that takes up a lot of space, but I don't delete, like, the saved data from all the games. So, like, I didn't need those save files. Those weren't the actual save files for the series. One plays in a bubble, the other plays in a dome. These two teams do have cool dome stadiums. Alright, the Minnesota Vikings will be starting on offense. So we will get a look at Hector Estrada Jr. leading out the offense. Second place in MVP, had a fantastic season. Played very well in his first playoff game as a Viking. Seems like kind of an awkward time to watch my first OFL game. We'll welcome in nonetheless. I mean, you chose a good time because it's playoff competitive football, so it should be fun. And this is a good matchup to choose, although I guess all 4 matchups today are pretty good. Hector Estrada Jr. pick 6 first play. Some of those old Malik Willis vibes. We've made it to the divisional round. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd time, and we've never made it out. We've never made it to the NFC Championship. We lost in the divisional round to Seattle in Season 2 when Malik Willis threw the pick 6 to start the game. We lost in Season 3 when A.J. Terrell sold against the Giants. Remember, both Seattle and the Giants ended up winning the OFL Bowl. So if history repeats itself, we lose this game to the Rams, and the Rams end up winning the OFL Bowl. We'll see if history does not repeat itself. At least I made it to the divisional round. That's true. 3 years in a row making it to the divisional round is pretty good, even if I haven't gotten out yet. Is the game music supposed to be this loud? Does it sound bad? If it sounds bad, I guess I could fix it. Who are the Rams' defensive X factors? Yeah, this was a fantasy draft. So they have a bunch of superstars. They have Tre'Davious White. He's somewhere. Their rookie, Nakeem Muscabili, I know is an X factor. And I guess they have a linebacker as an X factor. I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head who that is, but I know they have a couple superstars in the defensive line with Aiden Hutchinson and Zadarius Smith. So they've got some ball players on defense. This is a good defensive team. Not a bad punt, but not a great first drive. So here comes my guy, DJ Uiagalelei. He threw 40 touchdowns, and you guys are calling him mid. He has been pretty mid in watch games, I'll admit. But still, this stream is going to take a while. I mean, we have 4 games to get through, so it'll be as long as it needs to be. Background music is pretty loud. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. It should be on 0. I don't know why it would not be. I want volume control. Yeah, it's on 0. If we move that to 0... Oh, maybe the stadium speakers. Move that to, like, 10. Okay, we'll try that. We'll see if that sounds better. Okay, hopefully this sounds a little bit better. I don't know why it would sound bad all of a sudden, because it's not like I changed my settings or anything. Here's DJ looking to throw it. Takes a shot downfield. So is Jair Alexander just our new A.J. Terrell? Is that how this is going to work? He just chucks it up for Laviska Shenault, who makes the play for the touchdown. So we trade A.J. Terrell for Jair Alexander, who has a great season. And then at the divisional round, is he just going to turn into A.J. Terrell? Is that what it's going to be? He jumped way too early. There's no sound? What? Oh, the master volume. Oh, I thought the master volume was something else. Yeah, I'll fix that. Hold on. I thought the master volume was just like clicking through like the menus and stuff, like the sound that makes. Yeah, I'll turn that back on. Yeah, no, that's that would be the menu thing. Yeah, what am I thinking? Oopsie poopsie. Okay, there we go. On any given OFL day, what is the deadline to change the playbooks? I guess by the time the stream starts, I guess. That's probably the deadline. Laviska is a pretty big guy, that's true. But Jair could have at least batted the ball down. Hopefully he does not become our AJ Terrell. That'd be bad. Good to hear the crowd and not just... I could see how that would be awkward, yeah. So the Rams get on the board first. Hopefully we can respond. The offense was pretty bleh on the opening drive. Still can't run the ball in short yardage spots. Now it's 3rd and 1. I almost trust us to throw it here rather than run the ball. Well, I mean, that's kind of the throw, but also kind of the run. I mean, it works, as Rashawn Slater is hurt. That crowd reaction from a Rams touchdown sure was massive. I mean, to be fair, by turning all the volume off, that does sound a lot like the Rams crowd in real life. So I guess in that sense, it is kind of realistic. Because the Rams have, like, no fans. I think the Chargers low-key have the better fan base than the Rams. Everyone dogs on the Chargers for not having fans. But, I mean, how many people are, like, true Rams fans? At least in Los Angeles. Maybe, like, in other places, I get it. Chances Davante spends 180 days in jail. I would say probably around the same amount of chance that the Tigers have of winning a playoff game in OFL 22. There's no shot Davante Adams gets 180 days in jail for that. Because I think the thing said he gets fined between $250 and $1,000, which is close to nothing for most people, let alone a professional athlete on a $100 million contract. It's that or half a year in jail. That's kind of the big difference. I don't think $250 is just pennies to a guy like Davante Adams. Same chances as Octi getting a girlfriend. It's not going to happen. See, you have the right idea. Can we get a what a punt, please? Yes, what a punt. Down at the 5. Or both. That is true. It said the fine, the 180 days in jail, or both. So, I mean, do you think an average person gets 180 days for shoving a random person for no reason? Probably not. And I think there's a little more exception to this because of the situation. Not to say Davante was in the right, because he wasn't. But if a normal person gets nothing, then I feel like Davante Adams should also get nothing. Are we going to get a safety? No, he was in the he was in the field. It's a shove, and he gets sued for assault. Well, the cameraman wants to get a bag out of this, and I don't blame him. I mean, who wouldn't want to get a nice little money grab from this? So, although the camera guy's being petty, I don't entirely blame him. Yeah, exactly. I don't think a normal person would get jail time for that, and I think it's more likely a normal person would get jail time than a superstar athlete on a $100 million contract. If that happened in Vegas, I don't think Davante Adams would get anywhere near his type of punishment. I think because it's the Kansas City Police Department, they're a little bit more willing to do it for an opposing player, and specifically a superstar on a rival team. Like, if that was Travis Kelce, sure, maybe he'd get the public backlash, but I don't think he would get that type of punishment. And again, not that Davante's going to get the 180 days, nor he shouldn't. Can we talk about these stupid roughing the passers? Those were bad. Certainly feel for the Falcons because they got screwed out of the chance to win. And then in the Chiefs game, after the roughing the passer call, every call seemed to go Kansas City's way. So it was just that the refs made a horrible call on Chris Jones for the roughing the passer, and then they did horrible the rest of the game. So it's like a lose-lose. If I was Davante, I would have just tossed a goofy boy and went on with my day. Imagine if Davante just slammed him to the ground. Dear God, it's intercepted. Oh boy, this is crashing down quick. Tre'Davious White picks it off. You see Jair Alexander? That's how you get the ball. It's early. I still have some blind confidence, but this is not ideal. We're down. They had the ball with good field position. The Rams offense hasn't done a whole lot today. They had the one super big play, but they haven't sustained any drives yet. Oh, toss him $10,000. Oh, I guess that's what 10 G's would mean. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm dumb. But yeah, I guess if Devontae pushed him and handed him 10 grand on the ground, I guess the guy probably wouldn't care. Nor should he. People finding out about Randy Johnson's photography. I found out about that today, yeah. Randy Johnson apparently does NFL photography on sidelines. That blows my mind. I mean, good for him. But yeah, I don't think most people knew about that. I didn't know about that until a few hours ago. Can we talk about how the Guardians' offense makes me crap and vomit uncontrollably? Imagine if that was the Tigers' offense in the playoffs. You just get Javi. Jesus Christ, Jair. He did it again. That's two. That's two really bad plays by Jair Alexander. This is literally... I'm literally getting flashbacks with AJ Terrell. What is good, Pokemon? Welcome in. You see, yeah, the clip with the ref and his parlay, that was funny. He does more of it. I imagine he is very hard to miss, being like 6'11", but I never knew he was into that stuff. Vikings cornerbacks in the playoffs look like a Westlake senior corner. The OGs understand the reference. Gonna have to trade Jair. The problem is I can't really upgrade from Jair. Like, how many corners are better than him? Not many. Like, AJ Terrell I could upgrade from. I can't really do that with Jair. If we could stop him to a field goal here, that'd be pretty nice. If we could send some pressure, that'd be nice too. Garrett and Mack have been mid all year. So if either of them could wake up in a watch game, proving why I drafted them in the first 3 rounds of the fantasy draft, that'd be pleasant. I'll give you Caleb Farley for Jair. Only if it's Titan Series Caleb Farley. Then maybe. Okay, we stop him to a field goal. Good. Should have let my trade for Jair Alexander pass. If I'm not going to pass that through anyone else, why would I pass it for you? We got to be fair here. The trade didn't have all the necessary components, so I'm not just going to take it out. Probably get one of those big, slow corners pretty late because people go, ooga booga, corner go fast. I need like someone who's big and fast, like a Sauce Gardner. That'd be nice. Or maybe weeks 1 through 3, Jeff Okuda. Put him there at corner. I think the sticky stuff should be allowed. Imagine if they did allow that. I mean, I guess most pitchers have been using it, so I guess that's the product that we've been getting. But if they're allowed to use the sticky stuff, then hitters should be able to offset that by using steroids. Imagine that. Pitchers are allowed to cheat, and hitters are allowed to cheat. Oh, my Lord. Hector just fumbled it, and the Rams have it at the 1. Yeah, this is going downhill fast. And that's a clear fumble. There's no argument here. I think that was Bakian Muscabili, the rookie. No question. That ball is out. This is bad. This has gone bad. Hector's now turned it over twice. So, if history repeats itself, then I guess the Rams are going to win the OFL Bowl. We've lost 2 years in a row in the divisional round to the eventual champion, and the Rams are playing like they want to make that 3 times in a row. Randy Johnson was an elite baseball player, NFL photographer, and legendary bird hunter. What can't he do? It is a 3-score game. Now, there's only 7 minutes left in the first half, which is still a lot of time, so we're not going to simcast. I'm going to be a little bit more lenient about the simcast since we're watching 4 games today. I can't remember the last time it was a 3-score game this quick. This is ugly. Yeah, if the Rams were to make it 24-0, I would sim. So hopefully the offense can wake up. That'd be nice. Hector's turned it over twice today. He's not looking like an MVP quarterback who wants to get extended. Although he could throw 10 interceptions and I'd probably still extend him. But still, he has not looked overly good. Hey, there's something. Over to Rashad Bateman. Strategy for the Browns game. Score to make it a 2-possession game. Bold to assume Mexico City is going to allow that after they scored on like every drive last week. Aiden Hutchinson with the sack. Why can't he do that in real life? After that, only score whenever Mexico City makes it a 1-score game. Well, that would imply you have to stop Mexico City at some point, and that is something that the Dolphins did not do in the wild card round. So, that's a lot easier said than done. You better pray you get the ball second half. I think the Diablos very well could win that game. Hutchinson got 3 sacks in week 2. That is true. But other than that, he's been not all that impressive. Unfortunately. So hopefully he can pick it up a little bit, just like this Viking team needs to pick it up because they are playing horribly. That one is down at the 23. Pick up legendary SoundCloud rapper Lil Jordan Humphrey. We can put him at corner. He's big and slow. Best defense in the league got destroyed by a CPU playbook. The draft class in general seems kind of mid. I think it's mainly because, rookies take a little bit to adjust. It seems like the offensive skill position players are really starting to figure it out. Breece Hall's really looking good now. The receivers are all balling out. And then a lot of the first-round rookies on defense have been really good. Sauce has been great. Devin Lloyd has been as advertised. I guess the defensive rookies have been kind of blah, but there have been some good late-round rookies. Rodrigo, of course. Jack Jones on New England. He's looked good for a 4th-round pick or wherever he was selected. Hey, we got a stop. That's cool. I'm at Kohl's. It isn't looking good. You mean you're shopping or the game? Because the game is certainly not looking good. What is good, Crockett? Welcome in. What are the Diablos feeding their players? That is a good question. The Texans rookies have been good. Jalen Petrie, who was one of my favorite players in the class, he's been very good, which makes me happy because I really liked him. Derek Stingley has been solid. He's had his ups and downs, which a lot of rookie corners do, so I wouldn't really worry. He had an interception, I think, against the Jaguars. Kenyon Green is cool. Zion Johnson's really good, the other highly drafted guard. Traylon Walker, yeah, Traylon Walker hasn't been as good as of recent, but, I mean, he's still, I would say, exceeded expectations. He's been better than Hutchinson, put it that way. You know how I would feel about the Rams. What if we get the Rams and the Browns in the OFL Bowl? That'd be quite the storyline. Because it certainly looks like the Rams, if they were not OFL Bowl caliber going into the game, they certainly are now. They've certainly proven themselves to me here. Oh, how can I forget Damien Pierce? Yeah, he's been very good as well, of course. It's like such an obvious one. He's been arguably the offensive rookie of the year, although I could see Breece Hall passing him pretty soon, because Breece Hall is a baller. And I'm curious to see what Kenneth Walker can do with more playing time. Get those damn button-ups. Daniel Bellinger, didn't he have that cool touchdown last week against the Packers? Anything to hurt the Packers is a W in my book. George Karlaftis has been cool. I'm excited to see what Trent McDuffie can do when he comes back, too, which I think should be soon. So, I feel like he's going to be a big addition for the Chiefs once he's healthy. I needed 1 and it took 4 scores. Jeez, that's unlucky. How does it take 4 scores to get 1 button up? Unless, I guess, all the ones were bad. Then I guess in that case I could see it. I'm new to this channel, so what is this about? This is a Madden Sim League ran through Discord where users are able to get their own team. They make all of their roster moves through Discord. And then we usually watch 1 game per week. And then we look at the box scores around the league for the rest. Now that we're in the playoffs, we watch pretty much every playoff game. Currently in the divisional round, this is the first game of the day. And my team, the Minnesota Vikings, are getting obliterated. I have no volume, but Jordan Davis has been great. Bold to assume we're talking about rookies when we are, yeah, we are talking about rookies. And Jordan Davis has been pretty good when he's on the field. Kids, this is why you should invest in running backs in Fantasy and Dynasty. You have to start Eno and Madison. Yikes. That is rough. I think the one fantasy mistake I did this year was getting too cute with the wide receivers. When it's so easy to get wide receivers late. Nice touchdown, though, by a wide receiver lined at tight end, Michael Pittman. Or else you have to start Eno Benjamin and Alexander Madison in Week 6. That is rough. What did you do to get in that spot? I guess not draft running backs, clearly. There aren't currently any open spots, but we will evaluate which teams are active going into the offseason, and then from there we may be able to open up some teams as well. So there could be open spots pretty soon. I drafted Jonathan Taylor, and he is both garbage and hurt. I mean, the past couple of years, he started off kind of slow and was better down the stretch, so I almost wouldn't really worry about him yet. 17-7, the Vikings are not looking great. Hopefully we can get back in the game. I don't think we're completely out of it, but we're not playing very well. I think we've mainly been unlucky with the turnovers, but the offense has been bad. I don't think the defense has been terrible at all. The Rams haven't really had a true drive. 2 of their scoring drives were off of turnovers with good field position, and then the other one was the big Laviska Shenault play. And the other running back, James Cook, isn't even being used. Wait until the Bills get McCaffrey. Then they won't need James Cook. Maybe they... What if the Bills get McCaffrey and trade James Cook to Carolina? If they get McCaffrey, then having Cook would be pointless. So, just an idea. James Cook and like a mid-round pick for CMC. Who says no? Panthers get a young running back. Bills get McCaffrey. Boom. Not going to lie, that Vikings user is low-key inactive. He's a scrub. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, that's not good. Javonte Williams brings it to the 42. Is that I don't think it's a legit rumor, but, I mean, Christian McCaffrey on the Bills would be pretty fun. They could use some explosiveness out of the backfield. I mean, Devin Singletary's whatever. I mean, he's not bad. What rumor? The rumor that the Niners are going to lose by 40 today. Oh, he can't hear us. I completely drafted a horrible team in our league. I'm 1-4. I took JT with the top pick. I'm sorry to hear that. CMC to the Bills, it's always a rumor. Hasn't he been linked to them for a while? Saquon was linked there for a while, too, but I guess the Giants aren't going to sell if they're 4-1. Heard Ballsack make a fake trade. Well, Ballsack knows all. So, I mean, if he said it, that means it's true. Why would Ballsack lie? Rams have it at the 26. If they score a touchdown here, this game becomes a sim. Here the Bills, a second rounder, and Zach Moss is worth it. I think James Cook and like a 4 and maybe something else would be better. Because I don't know if you realistically want to trade a 2 for McCaffrey. I mean, oh dear God. Yeah, let's get us out of our misery now. So Javonte Williams makes it 24-7. Yeah, we're just gonna move on here. Another failed season with us losing in the divisional round. As it's 27-7. Another, yeah, this game's over. This game is very over. Oh my lord. We lost by 30. Oh no, we scored a touchdown at the buzzer. It's all worth it. You know the meme of like Chris Paul hits a big 3 to cut the lead to 40? That is that last touchdown. So the Rams are moving on to the NFC Championship, and for a 3rd straight season, the Minnesota Vikings are eliminated. This team cannot get over the hump, just like the real-life Vikings. Hector Estrada was pretty bad for his standards. DJ only threw 2 incompletions. Javonte balled out. How many more seasons are we doing on OFL 22? We have 1 more after this one, and then we will hop into whatever OFL 23 is, whether that's on Madden 23, whether it's with old rosters, old Madden, who knows? Malik Willis' last game wearing a Vikings jersey. That is true, yeah. It's been real, Malik. Not that he played the second half of the season, but okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 3. 1. All right, Browns and Diablos is up next. We have to do it on Madden 23. The new, well, we're not doing anything with the trade logic if it's like all users. The new free agency makes me want to do it on Madden 23. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. 1. I think that's the Diablos, yeah. Nick and Crockett can pick their jerseys. I guess we can pick the Diablos jerseys, not that they really have many choices. You know you would have won if Jack Jackson was playing. Hector was second place for the MVP. I think it wouldn't have really changed it. Yeah, free agency logic, that would make a lot more sense. I don't think trade logic applies to a 32-user league. Bang! Chris Paul, the 12-time All-Star, hits a huge 3 to cut the lead to 47 with 8 minutes remaining. What did Nick say? Brown on orange? Which one is that? Oh, I could just... Oh, it's the home alternate. Or home option. Yeah, same thing. What color is their jersey? Black or red? It's red. Okay. That's not, like, too similar to brown, is it? Would it look repetitive if we had them wear their red jerseys? Do they have the same pants? No, they've got to go with the black pants regardless. Black pants are way cooler than gray pants. I feel like this is clean. I'm pretty sure this is what they wore last time. I guess it's a good luck charm for them. We'll see if that stays as a good luck charm. Only one person finished ahead of Hector in the MVP voting, and that was this man, Russell Wilson. Hopefully for Ross, he does not have the same fate as Hector, as he goes up against the Mexico City Diablos and kind of just snuck into the playoffs, seemingly out of nowhere. They weren't supposed to get in, but they upset the 2-seeded Dolphins, who were my pick to make it out of the AFC, and lose to the Vikings. We don't need to talk about that. So we'll see what the Diablos can do against the number 1-seeded Cleveland Browns. Every year, I think a 1-seed is lost in the divisional round. And we know damn well the Niners aren't winning a watch game. So again, if history repeats itself, you know, the Browns could be in a little bit of trouble. Check your DMs. Okay. Cool beans. How did you lose versus the Rams? Well, you see, when the offense sucks, the defense sucks, and the special teams doesn't combat that, there's not a whole lot you can do. Let Russ cook. Why do I smell burnt food? Burnt Oreos and ketchup. There you go. Is that Khalil Shakir? I guess he's getting extra playing time with Jamar Chase out. Him and Osborne are Cleveland's main wide receiver depth with, of course, Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith. There's I.T. Thomas, Mr. 3 yards a carry, who gets 13. I.T. Thomas always performs in watch games. Say what you want about him in the sim, but in watch games, the guy can play. I don't know why Cleveland thought the screen would work, but okay. That was a risky throw, and it goes out of bounds. Third down. Russ goes with the check down, and it does not work. 4th down and 3 at the 45. I actually have no clue what they're going to do here. I could see them kick. I feel like they will kick, which would probably be the worst decision they could make. Okay, they're going to punt. I don't think that's a horrible call. I don't think that's a bad decision. Oh, my Lord, it's a fake. Did the punter not see those two guys right in front of him? If I was him, I just would have said, screw the fake and punted it. Okay, maybe there is a worse call than a field goal. What the hell was that? If you don't want to kick the field goal, if you want to go for it, then go for it. That was stupid, but okay. Okay, is this going to be how the clever way that Nick's team gets eliminated this year? I didn't think it was going to happen 2 minutes into the game, but to each your own, EA. The Browns coaches are on that Hennessy again. I guess the defensive coordinator gave it to the special teams coordinator. With Jamar in, do they have full ability? I think Jamar only has superstar, so you can have an unlimited amount of superstar abilities. It's just that you can only have 3 X factors on the field. Ooh, that could have been picked. 4th and 1 at the 42, and now they are punting. Why not just punch it up the gut with Dalvin? What if they fake it? That'd be funny. Okay, no fake. That would have been hilarious if they did. College football is beautiful this weekend. I think, there are like 5 matchups with teams that are at least 5-0. There are some really good games this week. So the Browns did something the Dolphins could not in the entire game, and that was stop the Mexico City offense. Nick is one of the few coaches who has been here since day one. His teams have only made the conference championship once. And that was back in Season 1 of OFL 22, where they lost to the Dublin Shamrocks, who ultimately lost the OFL Bowl to the Seahawks, who are currently in Cancun, Mexico. Like every starting... Oh, okay. Tommy Tremble doesn't, although he plays like a superstar. And other than that, yeah, Russ has X Factor, IT has X Factor, Smith and Waddle have superstar. Tremble doesn't have superstar, but he gets like 100 catches for 1,200 yards a year. So, I mean, he's damn well a superstar. Jordan Howard is back. Jordan Howard is back where? With the Eagles? That'd be like, what, his 5th stint there? Or so it feels like. What a poor guy. He was so good at the beginning of his career, too. And then it just went plop. Although he had some good runs with the Eagles. Please explain why Dan has X Factor, but it's literally never activated. I don't know. He's with the Saints practice squad. Okay, the Saints kind of make sense. They just lost Latavius Murray. So I guess that's good for them. A lot of punts so far. I really was not expecting that between these two teams. Two pretty good offenses, and we've seen, like, no offense. So the Diablos have it back. I don't think Mexico City has a first down yet. And Cleveland only has like 2. No time to throw it. He is sacked. Baker Mayfield, the former Brown in real life. Who is 16? Is that Trenton Simpson? I think. That looks like him. I think he is a superstar. He is a linebacker. That's not JOK. Yeah, that's Trenton Simpson. Now a 3rd and long. The Diablos' offense was so efficient last week, they've done nothing today. Now they're running screens. Oh my lord, what a hit by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Sheesh. All game against the Dolphins, the Diablos ran like 15-yard passes, and it kept working. Why aren't they doing that here? That was successful against the Dolphins. I feel like you'd be successful against just about anybody. Who would have thought in a watched game the Browns' defense is carrying? Nothing makes sense. And the Dolphins' defense, who always seems to do well in watched games, sucked against these guys last week. And off for IT, he gets 1. There's the IT we all know and love with his 3.5 yards per carry. Although he is very good at the pass game, I don't know if he's on the field here. 3rd and 6. That should have been picked. That was a not very good throw. So the offense continues to be bad today. And that leaves us to our 4th punt of the quarter. And that doesn't even include the fake punt. Every drive is ended with the punt team on the field in some form. Baker fakes the sack from Ajabo and is nearly sacked again by Ajabo before being incomplete. I thought I was about to pull out the Gus Johnson line. Let Russ choke on his food. Jeez. 2nd and 10, short throw. Goes for 6. And so that'll wrap up the first quarter. Offense, never heard of her. The Browns have 50 yards, the Diablos have 22. Third and 4. Why don't they throw it a little bit downfield? Last week, all the Diablos did was run slants up the middle of the field. They had too many guys for the Dolphins to figure it out. You think the Browns defensive coordinator is going to know what to do? Why aren't they doing that? So we have another punt, and now Cleveland has it back on offense. I may be highly critical of the Diablos offense, but we need to be highly critical of the Browns offense too. This is probably the best offense in the league. With the MVP at quarterback and plenty of talent in the skill positions. I know they're without Jamar Chase, but I think they could do it without him. They still have 3 other superstars, plus Tommy Tremble, who might be better than all of them. Another short throw. Russ had that one nice pass to start the game, and I don't think he's gone downfield since. It's like watching good old check down Corral back in Cleveland. You can take Matt Corral away from Cleveland. Or no, I got it wrong. You can take Cleveland away from Matt Corral, but you can't take the Matt Corral away from Cleveland. I think I got it right that time, as the Browns are going to have to punt it again after running it up the middle on 3rd and 3. So we've had 6 punts, again, not including the fake punt. I don't think we have 6 or 7 punts in a normal OFL game, and we're 10 minutes in. Also, what a punt. Down at the 5. Should have faked it. Rank the top 5 players regardless of position. I feel like you got to throw the running backs in there. Joe Mixon. CMC. Can't go wrong with Russ. Can't go wrong with Hector. And then defensively, certainly all the pass rushers. DeMarcus Lawrence. Brian Burns. Well, I guess Burns isn't as consistent as the other guys. Nick Bosa. Montez Sweat. So probably a mixture of those guys. I don't know who I would say the overall best is. Probably Joe Mixon. Because he's been an Offensive Player of the Year candidate like every year. Also, the Diablos are punting again. Who would have guessed? I don't think Mexico City is a first down in 4 drives today. That's incredible. I did not have that on my bingo card. I'll tell you that. Did you hear that Matt Rule got fired from the Panthers? Yes, I did. So the Panthers get rid of Mr. Rule. He can chill at his Cape May beach house. He's a Cape May guy. He's a very cultured individual, even if he doesn't know how to coach a football team. Matt Rule became the Browns' offensive coordinator right before this game. He probably did. He certainly looks like it with how they've been running their offense. As Ross chucks it off his back foot, and it is caught. I thought he was about to drop it for a second. But Jalen Waddle holds on to the 15. That's the first down, I think, since Cleveland's opening drive. I think it's been a full quarter since the last first down. That's insane. I don't want to wear anything offensive for Halloween, so I'll be wearing a picture from this game. That's a good one. Now Russ is starting to cook a little bit. Here they go. 3rd and inches. IT's wide. Okay, that works too. Don't listen to me. Cleveland is finally on the board with a touchdown. Who's 87? It's Khalil Shakir. Once again. I'm surprised he's making all these plays over KJ Osborne. I mean, it's working. I didn't think we would have points today. I thought we were just going to sit here forever and watch unlimited overtimes, but Cleveland scores. The Diablos offense has done nothing through 4 drives, but now I feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency for them to wake up and do something. Bad idea to learn from the Guardians offense. What was the Diablos offense cooking? How did they go from so dominant last week to this? This is incredible. I don't know how many times you can say that you've seen a turnaround like that. And the crazy thing is, again, the Browns' defense in watch games is not good. But the Dolphins' defense is good. It does not make sense. This game does not make sense. That's why it's fun. Nothing makes sense. What is good, King Trevor? Welcome in. I'd be pissed off too if I was you. I don't blame you at all. If I was obviously you or a player on the Dolphins, I would be disgusted by this. Browns defense just that good. Yeah, I don't think you guys are saying that all the other watch games that you've ever had. Watch the Diablos end up scoring like 30 in this game. I mean, in order to do that, you got to get more than 1 first down. Baker fakes the sack from Bosa. And it is incomplete. I thought that was going to be caught for a second. That could have been a big deal. NCAA 24 is bringing back Dynasty, Road to Glory, Kirk Herbstreit, and forgot his name. Somebody else, probably Reese Davis. I think he was on the old NCAA game. They're not bringing back Team Builder for the start, which kind of sucks. But it seems like everything else is going to be good. I think I saw they want to bring in all the regular FBS teams along with all the FCS teams, which is awesome. Nice catch by Dalvin Cook. So now Mexico City's offense is kind of doing something. We need a face of the franchise on Octi's main channel. The problem is, face of a franchise isn't something that's like sustainable to play after like 4 episodes, I feel like. So I think it'd be fun at first, but like, I feel like that could get stale after a little while. Maybe I'll do something with Road to Glory with the new NCAA game. I'm not sure. I mean, that comes out in July. So I'm probably not even really going to be thinking about that until like May. When are they going to start releasing like gameplay trailers and stuff? That should have been picked. I think he caught it. Why are they reviewing it? He was like not even on the white part of the sideline. There's no way he caught that in bounds. There's no shot. Did he actually catch it? No, he's not in. No. There's no way they can call him in bounds. Okay, I was going to say, that would have been egregious. Yeah, I don't even know if he got 1 foot in. They do convert anyway, so it appears that Diablo's offense has finally awoken. As Nickinator has popped in. Heard on Fox in Las Vegas saying that the Oakland A's future will be an election. I've never heard election used like that. There you go. See if they'll either stay or go to Vegas. I think they're going to Vegas. Oakland's sports scene is just like crumbling. They lost the Warriors, they lost the Raiders, now they're losing the A's. Was he in bounds? He might have been. Can we get a better angle? That's not a good angle. I feel like he might have been. That's a terrible angle, but he might have been in bounds. Cooper Kupp. I think this is going to be overturned, and it is. Okay, let's look at that again. Was he in bounds? Where is Mr. Kupp? All right, let's take a close look at the feet. No, he's not in bounds. He got 1 in. He maybe got 1. See? He catches the ball when he's in the air, like this. See? He gets 1. Yeah, he's in. And then his butt hits the ground, and the other one does not come in. That should not be a touchdown. That should be incomplete. That's a bad call. But since it's a Nick playoff game, it's an unsurprising call, and it's now 7-7. So are we going to add fake punt and Cooper Kupp catch to all the creative ways that Knicks teams have lost in the playoffs? Along with the other fake punt and the 4th and 22 and the Josh Allen game? I don't think they can challenge it because the booth literally reviewed it. If the booth didn't review it, then I guess maybe. But the original call, I think, was incomplete. But since the booth reviewed it, they looked at it, and for Lord knows what reason, they thought he was in bounds. Did you miss a fake punt? Yes, you did. The first, 1.5 quarters of this game, I think there were, 1 first downs. 1 or 2. You missed a whole lot of bad football. And Cleveland fake punted it on, a 4th and 3. The Diablos read the play immediately, and Cleveland, for whatever reason, still went with it. Not that it led to anything for the Diablos, because their offense didn't do anything for a quarter and a half. How did that first game go? I don't really want to talk about it. We're gonna move past it and forget it happened. Ross chucks up a bomb downfield. It was in his hands. Good throw, but he was unable to hold on. Third and 4. It's a screen, and it worked! Actually, not really, because the blockers didn't do their job. I mean, they got the first, so I guess it worked. But that could have been better, as Russ chucks it up and complete again. Who do you got on Sunday? The Chiefs or the Bills? That's a tough one. The Bills are favored in Kansas City, which is interesting. I mean, Vegas always knows what's up. Plus, the Chiefs are coming off a short week, so I would have to say the Bills. Although, obviously, if the Chiefs win, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Those are probably the two best teams in the league. How much do the refs got on that parlay? They're probably working something with EA Sports. Third and 6, Cleveland converts. They have 30 seconds. They should probably go quick. As they call their last time out, I would kick the field goal now. Not even get cute, just make sure you have the lead. Because I'm not convinced they're going to be able to run another play. I mean, maybe take a couple shots for the end zone. I guess that's fine. Or take a shot for the sideline. Yeah, I guess I thought they were a little bit closer than the 40. Yeah, they should spike it and kick. I don't know if they're going to have enough time, though. Nope. So Cleveland wastes their timeouts, typical EA clock management, and that'll wrap up an ugly first half of football. 7-7. At least the offenses got a little bit better. But that was not pretty. Winner of this game goes to the AFC Championship. If Cleveland wins, they will host Columbus or Orlando. If the Diablos win, they will head to Columbus or Orlando. If the Diablos do win this game, then the 3 AFC teams left will be the 3 wild cards. And the 4 division winners would all be eliminated. Imagine that. I don't know why he took it out of the end zone. Bad job by Mexico City. EA Sports, we don't know the game. At all. The ruiners of our playoffs are losing. The Diablos literally got in over you guys. So, I don't know. I feel like if I was you, I'd root for both teams to lose. Yeah, Crockett is I.T. Thomas. He's the Browns running back. David Ajabo is hurt. No! Oh, no! He's out through the game because he's going to the locker room. One of the interesting things about Madden 23 is they fixed that. So where even if players are going to the locker room, they might not be out for the rest of the game, which is good, I guess. I was about to make that. It's way too easy the joke to make. Cooper Kupp uncovered. That's a bold strategy. Good to know where Nathaniel Hackett learned his clock management from. I think Nathaniel Hackett might work for EA Sports. That would explain a lot. Although EA has made Russell Wilson really good here, Nathaniel Hackett has made Russell Wilson really bad. Yeah, injure them. Imagine saying that in real life. Good thing this is a video game. 2nd and 8. Another good throw. Both offenses really do look a lot better. Cooper Kupp is hurt now. We've really got the injury bug in full effect here in Cleveland. And he is out for the game. Okay. Who else did they even have the receiver? I honestly couldn't tell you. I guess we'll find out. How my boy Hector doing? He played like garbage. And now he is out. Because he played like garbage. He turned the ball over, I think, 3 times. And his team lost by nearly 30. They don't convert. They've got a punt here, right? No way they get cute. You got a punt. Yep, they're going to punt. So Cleveland does get the stop. And so it remains 7-7. Both offenses are warming up, but they're not warm. They're like room temperature. You kind of let Hector go after not being good in the playoffs? I have no plans of doing such. It's not like Malik Willis was any good either. Might as well get a guy who could be good in the regular season. So, no, this changes nothing for Hector's future. He's good. Let Malik cook. Malik can't cook because he's not even the backup. He's like on the scout team. Imagine going from starting quarterback to scout team within a matter of like a week. 3rd and 1. He is short. Might have lost the yard. 3 yards to carry for our boy I.T. Thomas. And I guess we might have spoken too soon when we said both offenses have warmed up. What a punt! Why did I say what a punt? That was a touchback. I just had a really bad brain fart. That was questionable on my part. So they start at the 20. I don't know what I was thinking. IT is as good as current JT. Let's not be mean to Jonathan Taylor here, okay? He's been injured. Did you see Gregorian Dortch? 10 touchdowns. I am so naming my child Gregorian Dortch. That's like fire. Third and 4. I think they got it. Yes, they did. What a touchback. There you go. Get revenge on the merciless and harmful Browns. Oh, okay. Oh, well, Dalvin Cook clearly wants some revenge as he gets his first good run of the entire game. Future Husky Gregorian Dortch. Why haven't they've been doing that all game? That's what they did in Miami last week, and it worked to a T. They should just be doing that again. Now at the 29. Dalvin Cook breaks the tackle. Defense, don't fail us now. I think the offense is failing the defense, at least today. Maybe not overall, but today. Kansas is ranked 18-ish. Well, they're ranked 18-ish in, like, real life, so that's not a surprise. I mean, I'm not a Kansas football fan, so cool, I guess. I'm going to pay him $500 million. All right, you do that. You go to knock yourself out there. It's over. You're not even losing. There's still a minute and a half in the third quarter. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think he got it. Yeah, he got it. That was close. Oh, he didn't! How did they get to the 15 to the 8, but they didn't get 6 yards? That was a 7-yard gain. That doesn't make sense. The math ain't quite mathin'. It was 3rd and 6 at the 15. He got tackled at the 8. And it's 4th and inches. And they're kicking. Of course they are. The math ain't mathin'. So now it's 10-7. Rigged. Oh, Madden's not rigging the game in Cleveland's favor, I'll tell you that. You think Madden is trying to help Nick win a playoff game? Diablos are last year's Saints. Every year, there's a 17 who makes the conference championship. I don't know why we're surprised by this outcome. User the Diablos and challenge it. I'm not controlling the outcome of the game. I'm not trying to rig it. Madden's already trying to make Nick lose as it is. I'm not going to try to make him lose more. Why did they even keep running the... Okay, never mind. Just scrap what I was about to say. The Aviators have not played. That is correct. You have not missed any of your game. Score should be 7-3. Yeah. Well, who knows if the Diablos would have even scored off of the other touchdown. So I guess it should be 7-7. Maybe they shouldn't have scored the first time, but they should have scored a touchdown on that last drive. Diablos have another player hurt. And that'll wrap up the third quarter. You thought it couldn't get uglier? Well, that was also a pretty ugly quarter. Mexico City leads 10-7. Cleveland does have the ball. How do we feel about Home becoming a world-renowned content creator? I don't know about world-renowned. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Good coverage by the Diablos. The receiver was butt naked open. That is Khalil Shakir again. He's been like the only player on Cleveland's offense who's been like half decent today. Who would have guessed? Khalil Shakir. How do we feel about Hector becoming a world-renowned? I was very confused for a second. But my point still stands. Let's not world-renowned. That's big wording. Second and 7. They should throw the ball, and if they don't get it, they should throw the ball again. I guess a run on third down wouldn't be horrible if they're going to go for it. Yeah, they should have just thrown the ball. 4th and 1, I bet they're going to kick. Honestly, I probably would kick. I don't know. 51-yard field goal, you're probably going to make it. And it ties the game. I don't think this is a terrible call. I think running it on third down was a little questionable, especially since you weren't planning to go for it. Oh, he missed it! Oh, okay then. Did that doink off the crossbar? Doink! Yeah, that was bad. That whole sequence was what? Okay. So now Mexico City gets it back with the lead. Are they seriously about to pull this off? Did he not miss a kick all season? Dear Lord. That's something. Holding on Kellen Deesh. Deesh nuts. So now it's 1st and 20. Christian Barmore is now injured. There have been a ton of injuries today for both sides. Of course, it's not rigged for the Browns, I promise you. Why are they throwing 6-yard rinky-dink passes? That one only went for 5. This is lazy offense. Wake up and grow a pair of balls. Do something. 3rd and 9. What's Baker gonna do? Downfield. It is caught. Oh, fumble! He might have been down. It seemed like the ball came out way late. I don't think this is gonna stand. We'll see. That'd be a huge play if it actually is a fumble. Yeah, he's down. He's down. That elbow hits the ground while he has the football. This play is going to be reversed. It seemed like he fumbled it way after he caught it. So, I was able to tell that something just doesn't seem right about that play. Left elbow's down, right hand still is the ball. That's not a fumble. This play is going to be reversed. That's mean of EA to give the Browns a slimmer of hope for like 15 seconds, all to just rip it away. That's mean. You already got your makeup call. The 7-yard gain on 3rd and 6 to not go for a first down, that's the makeup call. On the last possession. Not to say EA's been helpful to you guys overall, but EA did you a solid on that last Mexico City drive. It should be 14-7. Well, no, the first touchdown shouldn't have happened. But they should have scored a touchdown on their last drive. Now 3rd and 1. Clock is still ticking. And they got it again. Dalvin Cook inside the 10. Is Cleveland actually about to lose this? We shouldn't be surprised. But here we are. Second and goal. Should have been picked. That was in his hands. Now a third and goal. Cleveland has to get a stop. If this is a touchdown, the Browns are in legit trouble. If it's not a touchdown, then who knows? Baker, under pressure, backs up in the pocket, throws it away. Cleveland's not out of it. It's only a one-score game. They're not out of it. If they score a touchdown, which, as we've seen today, is a lot easier said than done, but if they do it, they can take the lead. Why would we sim? It's a one-possession game, and the team who's losing is about to get the ball. This is not a sim at all. I guess I could see why Nick or Crockett would want to sim, because that would probably help their team. But, no, this is not a sim. Biggest drive of the season for Russell Wilson. Time to show why he was the MVP. And Cleveland's running their old jet sweeps. And it goes for a yard. Who would have guessed? AFC North football right here. The Diablos are the southernmost team in the league, yet they've got an AFC North. If this was the Huskies, Hector would have trucked 8 linemen. Huskies Hector and Vikings Hector is like the same person, though. He didn't get worse after being traded here. As Stratton is hurt, so already not a very good start to the drive for the Browns, and it is now a 3rd and 11. If they don't get it, they have to go for it here, so they almost might just want to play themselves to be in a manageable 4th down situation. Which, I mean, I guess they did that. I mean, oh, they're punting. I don't know about this. So they trust their defense to get a stop. That seems almost kind of pointless. You might as well just go for it now. I guess if they miss the 4th down conversion, the game's pretty much over. Now that at least their defense still gets another opportunity for a stop, but still, I would have gone for it. You know, if they didn't get cued on the... Oh, fumble! Okay, we'll have to see if there's a review. It was kind of harder to tell. But if it is a fumble, wow. Okay, it's not a fumble. Why does EA do this to poor old Cleveland? Yeah, his entire body is down. Why do they just give Cleveland a slimmer of hope just to reverse the fumble? They've done that twice now. That's so mean. That's so mean. They've done that twice in this quarter, too. It's almost funny. And Baker's looking to throw it. Okay. I guess it worked. Let's echo until the Browns score. Well, they're not going to score. I wouldn't bet on it. I kind of think they should have gone for it on 4th and 6. Just a thought. And not maybe gotten cued on the first drive of the game. Now they're going to have to start calling their timeouts. Yeah. I'm going to say a bad word. Dalvin breaks the tackle, gets a lot. 1st down ends it. Mexico City's really about to pull this off, aren't they? They're really about to pull this off. 2nd and 3. Did he get it? No, he did not. Diablos have 2 chances. If they don't get it, they might as well go for it. Why are they kneeling? Oh, they did get it. Oh, okay. I thought it just said 3rd and inches. That doesn't make sense, but okay. The Mexico City Diablos show... Oh, what the heck? Are they still running plays? What are they doing? Okay, never mind. The game clock is ahead of the play clock. Why did they keep running? One more punt. What did the Browns score? And now it's over. Okay. So the top-seeded Cleveland Browns shocked the world by losing to the 7th-seeded Mexico City Diablos. And the only 3 teams left in the AFC are the wild card teams. It feels like every year a 7th-seed makes the conference championship, and every year a 1-seed loses. And, history has a tend to repeat itself. Who would have guessed? Russell Wilson did not play like an MVP today. Not that Baker was a whole lot better. I mean, Mexico City's offense wasn't that great. But Cleveland's offense, the best offense in the league, 7 points. Not going to cut it. So another year where Madden gives a big old shove to Nick and IT and the Bulls. There aren't a lot of certain... What the heck? Did the game just crash? I don't think that game saved. Out of fairness, it will force win for Mexico City. And we will move on. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. This is 1. That's 2. 2. Rams and Niners. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2. 1. Did I just say Rams and Niners? I mean Panthers and Niners. That is the Niners. They are 1. Okay, Mr. Nicknator, you can pick your jerseys, and we can pick for Carolina. Do we want white, black, or teal? It would be almost poetic justice if the Aviators with Matt Corral played against the Rams in the OFL Bowl. That'd be funny. That'd be one real big kick in the balls for Cleveland, who was arguably the best team in the league through the regular season. Lost with all black, won with all white. Well, we're already on all white. So I guess Carolina can't really wear white. Do we want black or blue? My vote is for blue. I see 1 for black. Blue. All jerseys and red pants. Oh, okay. Like this one? So I guess Carolina can wear all white if we want. Where are the red pants? They don't have many red pants, do they? I think I've gone through all the pants. They literally don't have anything red. Yeah, I don't think they have red pants. Black pants, then. Which is this. Okay. The San Francisco 49ers have never won a watched game in OFL 22. And as we've seen through the first couple of games of today's stream, history tends to repeat itself. The Vikings lose in the divisional round. A 7th seed beats a 1 seed. Nick and IT both get completely screwed while having the game dangled in front of their face the entire time just to get effed over in the end. So we'll see if the Niners can keep their losing streak going against the number 1 seeded Carolina Panthers, who finished with a league-best 14-3 record. Remember, Madden predicted the Panthers at the beginning of the season, and all 3 preseason sims we did, they made the OFL Bowl every time. Have the Niners won? They have not won one in OFL 22. They've won plenty in the past, considering I coached them in OFL 20 with 1, 2, 3 runs. Oh, I have to switch to Panthers depth chart. Hold on. Silly me. The Panthers are starting all of their backups because that's what they were doing through their last game. I guess I forgot to fix it. Alright, so I guess we're going to fix Huskers depth chart live. That'll be fun. Alright, Panthers. Well, I had all the starters at the exact I have an easier way to do this. Hold on. Who is Panthers quarterback? Their QB is Bryce Young. Just hit it just right. Yeah, but then it wouldn't be Huskers' exact depth chart. It would just be what the game thinks. I don't think I'd change special teams. That'd be pointless. And then specialists. What did he do for the running backs? Deuce is third down. See, we're just trying to be fair. Okay, let's get back to the Niners. Apologies for the issue. It should be, I guess now that I think about it, it would be pretty close. Oh well, not much we can really do about it. So the Niners were doing red and black, and the Panthers were doing their Color Rush all blues. The Panthers beat the Niners in a watch game earlier in the season in Carolina. We'll see if they can do it again. If the Panthers win, they will host the Rams in the Nfc Championship. If the Niners win, they will head to LA to go up against the Rams. It was close, which for the Niners in a watch game should count as a win. The Niners should lose solely for the jersey combo. I agree. The black pants do look a little odd with the red jerseys. Carolina opens up with the ball. Although they finished with the best record in the league, it's not necessarily because of their offense. Their offense wasn't bad. They didn't win in spite of their offense, but they're certainly a defense-first team. Good first down for Clyde, Mr. Edwards-Hilaire. The Panthers' offense isn't necessarily explosive, but they are efficient. They know how to do their job. Gold helmets, red shirt, red pants, and black lawn compression sleeves. I just said compression completely wrong. Those are pretty clean. You know what else is clean? That sack in the backfield by Shaq Barrett. So Carolina's got to punt it on their opening drive. Imagine if the Niners actually win this game. That'd be funny. It's like the Justin Fields playoff game, like, broke the curse. Peep the letter I handed to EA Sports. Is there an L in it, or is it like a written out letter? Oh, it's a written out letter. Nick Chubb reaches for the first down, and he gets it. Trey is either going to have 3 interceptions or 3 incompletions. That is spot on. You ever thought that when I first joined the server, I would win 2 Meme of the Years in like 3 years? Probably not. Because I don't know if the Meme of the Year even I don't think the Meme of the Year existed until OFL 22. That was new. All the other awards were pretty much the same, but the Meme of the Year was something new. So I guess I wouldn't have known it was going to happen because it never existed. What is good, Denmark? Welcome in. So far, you've missed both mine and Nick's teams lose in very different ways, but we're both out. You have any space in your shed for us now that our teams are eliminated? Vikings purple jersey with white pants. Purple and white go well together. First catches to the backup tight end. Do you have that on your parlay prop bet? With your luck with EA Sports, never make the playoffs. That's a good tip. Yep, the Browns and Vikings are both out. The Diablos, who would have guessed, and the Rams are in the conference championships, and then we've got the Niners and Panthers, and then after that, the Aviators and the Wizards. Really don't see how a team can beat the Diablos. I mean, Mexico City on paper hasn't been that good, so, I mean, I've got to feel like they come back down to earth, but on the flip side, they beat the 2 best teams in the AFC. So, they can beat anyone. Would I want to run Survivor? I mean, I put my name in the mix, so yeah, sure. Didn't play because I was 5'5", 220 pounds of Popeyes and Krispy Kreme. Isn't that a reason to play you then? Put you at, like, defensive tackle? You know, prevent run lanes? Nick Chubb just clobbered a dude to the 1. You see, when you give Nick Chubb the ball, good things generally happen for the offense. Nick Chubb hasn't gotten the most consistent touches, it feels like, in watch games, but they're using him early and often today, and it is working. So instead of giving it to Chubb, they give it to the fullback, and it still does the job. And now it is 7-0. I know it's early, but the Niners look like they don't normally do in a watched game, and that's good. Hope the Wizards win it all. They're overall the best team. I think the Wizards are certainly deserving for sure. Now that the Browns are out, I feel like the Aviators have less of a chance to winning, because I feel like the Madden scriptwriters would have had Aviators and Browns at some point in the playoffs. But now that Cleveland's out, I could see the Aviators losing. And I certainly feel like the Wizards are better than the Diablos, but the Diablos have already shocked us twice, so it could happen again. Hector was almost a Niner because Nick and Nader offered you Chubb and 10 picks. Oh, you might be lying, although you've never lied before, apparently. I mean, Nick and Nader would. I don't know if he'd offer Chubb, but I mean, if there's a quarterback on the market, then he might be a Niner. Since Aki won 4 times, yeah, apparently I can't get out of the divisional round at all. And the first 2 times, as I said earlier, the first 2 times I lost in the divisional round, the team I lost to ended up winning it all. So we'll see if that happens with the Rams again. Mr. Rob does have a ring. He won a championship last year. He also lost a championship last year as the coach of the Panthers, ironically. Holy cow, what a catch. Daniel Jones, future Niner. The world needs Daniel Jones starting as a Niner next year. We need it. First quarter in the books. The Niners are looking good. They lead 7-0. I lost to the Rams. Yes, I did. We didn't lose to the Rams. We got murdered by the Rams. If the Niners win this game, an NFC West team is going to the OFL Bowl. And so far, the Niners are winning. Although Carolina is moving it well. Would you put me on your count? I have not even thought about it. So I have no idea what the plan is. Score, we lost 37-14. But we scored a touchdown right at the end of the game on the last play, so it should have been 37-7. Hope Nick and Nader or Husker wins it all. I think both of those coaches are certainly deserving. I think all 3 of the NFC teams are deserving. I wouldn't mind seeing Mr. Rob get another ring, too. So the Panthers respond to the touchdown. I don't know who their tight end is, but he made a nice... Oh, Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet ties it at 7. Screw the other AFC teams. They don't deserve it. That was your spot, and they're going to steal it. Well, to be fair, the Wizards didn't really steal it. I guess the Aviators kind of did by beating you twice, but you still got the 1 seed, so that didn't really change anything. Although I don't think you guys want to see Matt Corral win a championship, so... If I was you, I'd be pulling hard for the Wizards, at least to make it out of the AFC. After that, then I guess do whatever. Oh, fumble! Whoa! I was not looking at the screen, which is probably why there is a fumble. We've already seen a couple fumbles get reversed. Let's take a look. Was the ball out? I can't really tell. I think no. Yeah, he's down. That's not a fumble. You know, Madden, when a player gets hit hard, hits the ground, the ball has to come out and be overturned. It's so obvious, too. Yeah, he obviously did not fumble it. Well, he was kind of losing possession as he was going down. I think they're going to probably reverse it. But I understand the rationale if they don't. Okay, they do. That's probably the right call. Hit stick, fumble. Anything else, not a fumble. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much spot on. Unless it's a sack. Oh, dear, that should have been intercepted. If it's a sack, then it could still be a fumble because, you know, these quarterbacks have oven mitts for hands. But if it's a skill position player who's been trained to hold on to the ball, then it's not a fumble unless it's a hit stick. Nick Chubb is in the zone, which I guess it shouldn't really be a surprise. They should just give him the ball every play. 3rd and 2, they give it to Chubb, and he gets the first. Just keep giving him the ball. That should be the game plan. The QB's carrying stat is an illusion. You're probably right. You don't know why the returner even bothers returning it. You know, in real life, it'd be smarter if they just let it go in the end zone every time. Because they get to the 25-yard line probably less than 50% of the time on kick returns. So, yeah, you have the upside of the kick return touchdown, but the smart play really isn't to, you know, do that. They reversed that after your team got reversed twice. That would have been sad. Remember when Octi drafted Malik Willis over Hector, and he still ended up with them on the roster at the same time? Clearly because I know what I didn't know what I was doing when I drafted Malik over him, but it still worked out because I still got a damn good quarterback on my team who is not asking for an egregious contract. Unlike, say, Lamar Jackson, who would have been my best alternative. Wow, I can't believe Russ will get an OFL. Oh, wait. I think once Russ got traded to the Knicks team, he should have realized his chances of winning a ring were dead. As good as he could be, you know, Madden's going to screw him every chance they get. And, well, today was another example. Why did I pick Hector over Lamar? Because Hector's asking for significantly less money. And he's a little bit better, if we're being honest. They both played at elite level. Lamar wants like $300 million. Hector wants like $100 million. So this way I can re-sign more of my players. What was the score of the Browns game? 13-7. Both offenses played like dookie. The Browns offense was just a little bit more dookie. Second and 20. Get the ball to Chubb and get out the damn way. He has 104 yards already. The Niners have been very smart on offense. Just feed him the ball. 3rd and 6. I honestly would run it. I don't blame him for throwing, though. And it works. One of their white receivers, I think that's John Vincent. No, he's not even white. I don't know where I got that from. It's Arik Gilbert. One of their white receivers. Clearly not white. Chubb with a stiff arm dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb is Himothy. And the Niners are back on top. Am I colorblind? I'm not right in front of my TV. I saw the superstar icon under the receiver. I know Colt Riggs and John Vincent are both superstars, and I thought the player's skin looked light. So I took a gamble, and I was wrong. It happens. A team in the OFL making good decisions? That's a first. Tim Robinson for Nick Chubb. Who says no? Probably the Huskies. Why would you trade good old Timmy? You're going to trade Timothy for Himothy? That was a good rhyme. I'm proud of that. So the Panthers have it back, trying to tie it up. The parlay didn't work on me guessing the color, apparently. Okay, there was nobody on either team within 30 yards of the receiver. That's impressively bad. Every Kansas college basketball player ends up as a bust. Yeah, minus the fact that Kansas had the second-place finisher for MVP 2 years in a row and multiple starters in the All-Star game last year, but go off. Can anyone tell me why they didn't schedule the Yankees in Cleveland for tonight when it's going to rain tomorrow? Is it supposed to rain tomorrow? Because if it's raining there, I mean, that's not that far away from here. So, I didn't realize it was supposed to rain tomorrow. Damn. Huh, yeah, I'll be damned. 78% chance of rain. Joel Embiid is international, but he played for Kansas for a year. So, although he's an international-born player, he still had a year with the Jayhawks. Paul Pierce went to Kansas. He's a Hall of Famer. Danny Manning was the #1 pick. He was good. Ochai Agbaji and Christian Brown are both going to be All-Stars in 5 years. Because I make the rules. We have 3 5-star freshmen, so chances are one of them is going to be pretty good in the NBA. What if you wake up tomorrow and see Hector and the Huskies again, 99 overall X Factor? Then I'll probably realize it was a dream because I'm not letting Hector go. He's going to be my #1 franchise tag priority, so there's a 0% chance he's leaving. I don't know who on my team is more important than him, other than like maybe Jack Fox and Chidobe Awuzie, but that's about it. Why didn't they do 2 days in the Bronx rest? I think because they only wanted to do 2 games today and 2 games tomorrow. And I guess they didn't want to make it unfair by coordinating it with the weather. I don't know. That still seems kind of stupid. I don't know why they had 4 games yesterday. Can players refuse contracts? Yes, but you can't refuse a franchise tag. So even if Hector were to decline my offer, if he's my #1 franchise tag priority, he has to play for my team next year. And since he's not a user, it's not like a user person can, like, control him. So, no, players can't refuse a franchise tag. But if I were to franchise tag Hector and say Najee Harris declines my extension, then I can't do anything about it. He's a free agent. Sucks to suck. Gonna go back to it. Just so Hector goes to Toronto? That seems a little bit questionable. Hector for Daniel Jones, who says no. I'm not trying to make the league unfair and overpower my team, so no. Najee Harris, future Husky. Yeah, I'm good. Although all the other really good running backs, their contracts are up, so probably one is not going to be re-signed. So even if I did lose Najee Harris, I could probably replace him. Although I'd prefer to have Najee. Second and 10. Good throw by Lance. He's 6 for 9. Nice. 3rd and 2. I do not care. There is 42 seconds left on the clock. You should give the ball to Nick Chubb. Do I want Zeke? If Najee doesn't re-sign, then maybe. But if Najee does, then no, I'm good. Well, they didn't run it, but I guess it still worked. They got it. So I can't really argue with them. You are trading the 1st overall pick soon. You haven't even seen who's in the draft class, though. Neither have I. What was Hector's stats last game? He had like 200-something yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. So he turned it over 3 times, but other than that, he wasn't like horrible. But 3 turnovers in a playoff game is kind of, you know, shaky. They should probably call their timeout and kick. Just make sure you have the lead before halftime. Yeah, they should not run another play. Kick the field goal, take the points, take the lead. Yeah, that's smart. This is the correct call. Take the lead. Don't the Niners start with the ball in the second half too? That's a big deal. Their offense has been great today. For OFL 23, you should turn down the XP gains for the running backs. The problem is, even if I turn down like the XP slider, all the really good running backs are going to be really good regardless. I think the issue with running backs in Madden franchise is they regress later than a running back in real life would. And I don't want to prevent all of, like, the drafted running backs to suck. So it's like, do I want to have 50 really good running backs, or do I want all of the rookies in the draft classes to be garbage? So I would rather just have a bazillion good running backs, which is not ideal, but there's not really a whole lot I can do about it. Where was this for me, EA? That's a good question. 17-14, we've got a good one here in Carolina. The Niners hold the lead and start with the ball. Nick Chubb and Trey Lance both look really good. Certainly would be quite the surprise to see the Niners win this game, but we've seen crazier. Imagine both one seeds lose. If the Panthers were to lose this game, the Rams would be the only division winner who is left. A game where both teams are smart? That's a rarity for EA Sports. Go! That's a play. Yeah, you guys really thought EA was going to let the Niners win a watched game? Think again. Jeez, that is unlucky for San Francisco. Although Madden doesn't like helping Husker either. So, what are they reviewing? If the ball hit the ground? What is there to review? I'm very confused. Unless the ball hit the ground. Yeah, they're wondering if he caught it. That did not hit the ground. That's a much of the catches I've ever seen. I don't know how you could call anything else. Yeah, that's the only call. That's something that'll happen to you. You took your SAT test today. Safe to say Harvard is sending you a letter. Yeah, wait till your SAT score is a 3-digit number. I don't think Harvard's going to be calling. At least you'll get to enjoy the SAT memes. Justin Jefferson will walk into the end zone for a touchdown. That's totally Justin Jefferson. Oh, that's not Justin Jefferson. Oh, that's Deuce! I just saw the X Factor and I assumed it was Justin Jefferson. But it's our boy Deuce! Deuce in my pants with the touchdown, and the Panthers take their first lead of the game. So San Francisco's still only down by 4. You know, they're not out of this game. That's 1 interception for Lance, 2 more on the way. Hand off for Nicholas Jamal Chubb. Who's my pick to win the OFL Bowl? I feel like the Wizards are due. I think the Wizards are due. My guess is the Wizards. Did you realize the ball teleported to Panthers defender? That doesn't surprise me, knowing this game. Who won OFL Bowl 1? The Steelers did. They beat the Rams, and then the Rams won the next 2. Now, OFL Bowl 1 is the only OFL Bowl that was simmed. I don't know. I think we simulated it because neither teams had coaches. That's when the OFL had like 10 coaches. Maybe, if that. That's when the OFL was on the main channel. I predict the Browns and the Vikings. That's a good pick. The OFL Bowl that we all wanted and we all needed. The problem is it's never going to happen because, well, both teams can't get out of the divisional round to save their lives. It's still kind of surprising that Nick has made the conference championship more times than I have in OFL 22. Who would have guessed? 3rd and 13, incomplete. Remember when the Chiefs beat the Wizards 56-52? I could see the Wizards Aviators game being maybe not 108 total points, but a lot of offense. When's the updated face reveal? What is there to update? Who's winning the Cancun Bowl from the teams who didn't make the playoffs? I've got the OFL Bowl that we should have got last year, the Giants and the Ravens. And then Dan will own the Giants. So, Ravens over Giants. Facial hair. Yeah, no, I don't have a cool beard. If that's what you're hoping for, you're going to be disappointed. Octi's too sexy for us. I guess so. Jacoby Brissett throwing for 5 touchdowns clears. Yeah, and Mac Jones is going to throw for 6 when he beats you guys. Bryce Young has 1 incompletion. He's been kind of mid this year, but today he is on fire, and he is in the zone. Cardinals are going to lose in the Cancun Bowl against who? I guess if you're the lowest seed, probably the number 1 seed. So who's the best team in the NFC to miss the playoffs? Probably the Giants. The Giants or the Bucks. So I guess one of those two. So the Niners get the ball back. They get the stop. Ooh, I almost thought he was in bounds from this angle. I guess it's kind of hard to tell. So, I guess he wasn't. I'll assume he was, because knowing EA, they definitely got it wrong. 3rd and 4, they should run the ball. Give it to Nick Chubb and get him out the way. Or throw it right to the defense, and Tyron Smith is hurt. Double whammy. Seahawks have 2 OFL Bowls. Now they just need to complete the collection of the Cancun Bowl. I mean, I guess they're playing well. That Chiefs-Wizards game it's up to, I don't know if I would say it's the best. Because, although it was super exciting, it was also a little bit predictable. And we kind of knew who won once we saw the overtime coin flip. But that game was certainly top 5, top 3. I think he definitely got to throw the Wizards-Pioneers games in there. Certainly, the Niners' first OFL Bowl win in OFL 20 for me is 1, although it might be a little bit biased. That game was still nuts. I'm still super pissed from the last game. I don't blame you. Noah Sewell, go Ducks. There was no... Yeah, I thought the game went to overtime. And the Chiefs won the toss. They drove down the field and they scored, I think. What if you got invited to a Mr. Beast video? Then I guess I would do it. That'd be fun. And I would make a lot of money. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Hopefully. That'd be good content, though. Bryce Young tries to go deep. He instead is sacked by Derek Jeter. I hope his name is actually Derek. I have no idea who that is. But D. Jeter. Score was 50. Are you sure it was 56-52? If that was the score, then yeah, there'd be no overtime. But here, let me check. I think it actually is Derek. That'd be funny. I hope it is. Oh, Carolina's moving it. The final score of the Chiefs game was 58-52. It did go into overtime. You have a chance to win $500 from Mr. Beast. All you have to do is shave your head. Well, hair, it's been real. I'm taking the $500 easily. What do you think the odds are the receiver that sucks at 50-50 balls going in the first round? Ted Ginn was a top, 15 pick. He's 5 foot nothing. I mean, you don't have to be a jump ball guy to be a good receiver. I mean, it helps to have size. It helps to, have an ability that, Drake London has, but you don't have to be if you have other strengths. Fumble! That ball still seemed like it came out late. I don't think this one's going to stand either. Bobby Wagner recovered it. If Bobby Wagner forced it, then I'll believe it's a fumble. Yeah, no. Yeah, he's down. You should house $1 million challenge just for the OFL coaches. You see, maybe I would do that if I had $1 million to spare. The problem is I don't, sadly. So I don't think that's going to happen. What if all the OFL coaches got invited to a Mr. Beast video? That'd be a good opportunity to plug the league, I guess. Although what? We're just going to have a bazillion new players now? Can we get a drunk stream? No, that's illegal. EA out here giving me hope. All for it to be slammed down to the ground. There'd be 100,000 people watching in this year's OFL Bowl. And watch the game end up being 35-6. Watch the game be really bad. With 100,000 people in the chat. That'd be depressing. Do a stream with the drunk goggles. I don't have drunk goggles, though. How much do those cost? I guess that'd be legal. EA does hate people named Nick. If your name is Nick and you're not a coach in this league, for your own sanctity, I would recommend you don't become one. Was the tipped miracle the biggest miracle in OFL Bowl history? Probably an OFL 22, but that's not as big of a miracle as Hakeem Butler in OFL 20. Is that Deuce again? Deuce in my pants with his second touchdown of the game, and I think all Niners fans have collectively taken one big deuce in their pants because now they're down by 2 scores. 100,000 people watching the Browns run jet sweeps and IT up the middle. Do you think I could take Mac Jones's job? What? Probably not, because I'm not an NFL quarterback. Yeah, I hated you when you were on the Nick Tribe of Survivor. I guess because you were affiliated with the word Nick. And EA doesn't like that. Nice stiff arm by Chubb. He's still averaging 10 yards a carry. Just keep giving him the ball and don't question it. I know it takes time up, but there's still 6 minutes. Just feed him the rock. It's not that hard. And Chubb has been really good as a receiver, too, this year. Getting involved in the pass game, too. I don't think he's caught a pass today. Drunk goggles are 16. Wow, that's cheap. There's John Vincent breaking tackles, the thick man. Getting the first down. He hates everything named Nick except that their last name is Chubb. I guess that's true. Although EA doesn't really like Nick Chubb. Normally Nick Chubb gets the ball like 10 times for 40 yards in a watched game. This is just an anomaly. Maybe if we change Nick Chubb's name to like something different, maybe the Niners can win a watch game. OFL, I have a better idea. OFL Bowl with the drunk goggles and the echo. Boom. Derek Chubb. So if I legally change my name to Robert, I guess so. Although who wants to change their name to Robert? Hi, Robert. We could change Nick Chubb's name to Big Chubb, or Small Chubb. My real name isn't even Nick, damn it. Well, you have Nick affiliated with you, so that counts enough, clearly. Change it to Hector. That sounds like a terrible idea. Can we change Hector's name to Chief Keef? I don't think we will. Chubb breaking more tackles, breaks another. He is in for a touchdown. Okay. It's a one-score game. Niners are probably going to go for two here, right? You got to think so. They get a 3-point game. You know who they should give the ball to here? I would personally give the ball to Nick Chubb. You know what? That works too. So if the Niners get a stop, all they need is a field goal to tie the game. Now, their defense has been pretty mid throughout most of this game. So I wouldn't count on it, but it's very possible. Have we ever had a team score a touchdown in OFL history? We have not had a team ever score or as you say, a touchdown. Trey Lance, can you fake an injury so Fields comes in? That's what we need. Flag on the play. This could kind of change some things. And it is a hold. 2nd and 14. Panthers are exposed. I don't think they've lost. They lost to the Wizards. But, I mean, they're literally winning this watched game against a good team, albeit a team who sucks and watched, but point remains. Incomplete. Oh, boy. Bryce has 4 touchdowns and 3 incompletions. That's pretty good. Third and 14, they do not get it. If you combine O.J. Simpson with Nick Chubb, you get Killer Chubb. That's a good one. Yeah, the Panthers did lose to you guys. That wasn't a watch game, though, but that was still pretty embarrassing. The Niners have... That clock was on 2:01 for a while. Just saying. So now the Niners get pretty much an extra timeout out of it because they can run another play before the 2-minute warning. You know what I would do on first down? You know you have the 2-minute warning coming. Set the tone on the drive. Run the ball. They're not going to, but they should. Told you. Should have ran the ball. Now they're not going to run the ball. They still should try to get it in Nick Chubb's hands somehow. Why are they having a block? Oh, that works. Okay. And remember, all they need is a field goal. Stream crashed. Sure. Lance is going to look to run with it. Time isn't really that much of an issue. They have a minute 17 at the opposing 40 with all 3 timeouts. I don't think time is an issue right now. There's no excuse to not score, even if it's just a field goal. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. Niners escape disaster. Now they're running the ball. Carolina's going to start calling timeouts, or not. Okay, what? All right, whatever. 3rd and 9. Check down to the sidelines. He is out of bounds. So the Niners can kick a field goal to tie the game. 28-28. The Panthers have 30 seconds and all 3 timeouts. They have time. I don't feel so good. I don't blame you. They haven't learned. Bryce Young has too much time. All they need is one really big play. They don't even need a Hail Mary. They need a field goal. Imagine if the Niners faked it. That would be something. Okay. So they're not even going to try to score. That's weak. You have 3 timeouts. Throw a pair of balls and do something. So it looks like we're going into overtime. The Niners have already won in overtime earlier. They chose tails against the Bears. They won the toss, and the Bears never saw the ball. So then what the Niners should do here, tails never fails, win the toss, and don't let Carolina touch the ball. It worked last time. Why not try it again? San Francisco knows what's up. They know what's up. So the Niners will start with the ball. I mean, I like Carolina, but just for calling tails and winning again, I kind of want to see the Niners win now. Although, if we're being real, is it going to happen? Probably not. But the Niners have a chance here with a touchdown. They can win their first ever watch game. Let's put Justin in the game. That sounds good. Can the Niners break the streak once and for all? And it's probably a hold. Niners' first ever watch game winning. They got to drive down the field and do the job. Let's not jump to conclusions. They have the ball at their own 15. Nick Chubb's been in the zone the entire game. Just give him the ball. No reason to get crazy. Let's get crazy. John Vincent gets 34. If I win, Huskers going to have a real bad week. I thought it was if you win, you said the other person is going to win their thing. So if you guys win, aren't the Braves going to win the series? Isn't that how it's supposed to work? No, I'm cocky now. Okay. You guys haven't even won a watched game yet. I don't know if it's time to get cocky yet. If they don't convert here, Carolina's going to get the ball. 3rd and 4. They got it. Nick Chubb gets 7. Josh Jones is hurt. 2nd and 2. Lance up the middle again for Vincent. Is San Francisco actually about to do this? Are they actually about to win a watch game? They have never done it in all of OFL 22. And they're 14 yards away from doing it. You guys want to play Fall Guys after this? Shoot, why not? I mean, I still have to do a little bit of editing, but I finished most of it. Khalil Lawrence gets 5, 3rd and 3. Oh, Colt Riggs is 85? Silly me. He looked thick, that's why I thought it was Vincent. Up the middle, ball game! The Niners are going to the NFC Championship. John Vincent's 81. Okay. John Vincent wins it for San Francisco, and both #1 seeds are done. The Browns fall to the 7th-seeded Diablos, and the Panthers, who won 14 games and were projected by all 3 of our preseason sims to make the OFL Bowl, have lost to a team who's never won a watched game in all of OFL 22 until right now. The curse is over. The Niners are going to play against the Rams for a 3rd time this season with an OFL berth on the line. I never thought I would see the day. The San Francisco 49ers won a watched game. Imagine Ken Dorsey on Huskers' team. That'd be funny. So the Niners, both of their playoff wins this season have been overtime victories. In both games, the Niners won the road. They chose tails, and the other team never got the ball back. It's almost like tails never fails. You got to feel for Bryce Young, though. He played out of his mind today. He was better than Trey Lance, but Nick Chubb is that dude. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not that dude. The white receivers are those dudes. Now, lucky for the Panthers, unlike most teams, Carolina does not have to pay a quarterback this offseason because Bryce Young, he has another year left on his deal. Wait, does he? Yes, he does. Because he was... Oh, it glitched again. Awesome. Bryce Young was in the 2nd draft class, so he does not need to be paid. Nick Timothy Chubbington saves the day as we have to force one again because this game is annoying. I should probably turn injuries off before we simulate the week just so there's no, like, stupid injuries that have to do with, like, you know, any of the games. All right, someone remind me before I forget. Last but not least, we got the Wizards and the Aviators. Siri, give me a whole number between 1 and 2. 1. We got to go all the way up to the top. Imagine Octi accidentally force win for the Panthers. Then I guess I would just go back and refix it on a different save file. So it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. All right, I don't know if either coaches are here. I know both coaches were here earlier today. But if either teams are here, you can pick your jerseys. If not, we'll do it for you. Force wind. Wind, like wind outside. Wind. All right, which team wears white? Orlando or the Aviators? Both of their away combos look really ugly, so which one looks less ugly? I cannot stand the Wizards away jerseys. I feel like they cannot wear white. For our own sake, no. This is bad, but it's not as bad. All right, here we go. The final game of the day. It's been a wild one. We've got the Orlando Wizards and the Columbus Aviators. The winner of this game will host the Mexico City Diablos in the AFC Championship game. Both teams shocked the world in the first round. The Wizards defeated the Tigers, while the Aviators squeaked away from the Pioneers. The white on light blue is fine, but the white on black is hideous. But the Orlando away jerseys are as bad as the Portland Snowhawks ones were last year. If you know, you know. Those sucked. Am I going to do a fantasy basketball league? Yes, I am, and I know I have to do that soon because the season starts, like, soon. So I'll probably make an announcement for that, like, later today if I remember. And then I guess maybe we could start setting up the leagues within the next couple days. Maybe have the drafts over the weekend. Trey Hendrickson is hurt. Flying start for the Wizards. Didn't Hendrickson have a couple sacks against the Tigers? Second at 18. Solid throw to the sideline. Third and 7. That was close. I think they got it. Yes, they did. It's the old famous Cleveland jet sweep. The only difference is it worked. Rondale Moore, Viking legend. Another jet sweep. And it was productive again. How about them apples? That's like such a middle finger to Cleveland to run a jet sweep and have it work perfectly. Twice. Flag on the play. They've been running the ball quite well. If you count the jet sweeps as runs. Which they should. They should be runs and not passes, in my opinion. Columbus is EA's favorite child. Columbus has never done anything. Except for this year, really. So, I don't know if I would agree with that yet. That could change. I guess the white on blue does kind of look good in-game. It looks better in-game than in the menu screen. Put it that way. It would be a little bit better if they had blue helmets, though. That'd be nice. Blue helmets, white jerseys, blue pants. Now, that would be cool. Third and 6. Who had the best record? Carolina did it 14-3. The Rams are the only division winner left. Hey, there's our boy Sam Laporta. Everybody's least favorite player and watched with the first touchdown of the game. Who else could it have been? So now it is 7-0. The white guys are stepping up today. Laporta, Riggs, Vincent, Cooper Kupp. Is Nick Boyle going to step up for Orlando? Is half of Patrick Mahomes going to play well? Cooper Kupp doesn't. Cooper Kupp was playing well, though. Even if his touchdown shouldn't have counted. Who won? You're calling the Niners because the Panthers are frauds. Well, the Niners did win. He got one in. He didn't get two. His first foot he got in. But the problem is his butt hit the out of bounds before his second foot did. But he did get one. Not that, I mean, it's NFL rules, so he shouldn't have gotten the touchdown regardless, but... Kupp's heel hit the back of the side. It looked like he was in bounds, but it was close. I didn't think it hit the sideline, but it was centimeters away, so who really knows? But regardless, his second foot wasn't in. That was the problem. Wizards are kind of moving it here early. They don't want to fall behind too fast. Of course I was looking at... What happened? Did I miss something? I'm confused. The Wizards had the ball. It's not like something that crazy could have happened. Mahomes threw a dot and he dropped it. What the hell was that sound? Was that the game? Okay, I literally don't know what play you guys are talking about. I feel like I'm getting pranked. This is a joke. You guys orchestrated a joke. I know it's a joke. I'm going back and I don't see it. You're not going to get me. Okay, first down, I see the jet sweep to number 1. Second down, I see the pass to the running back for the first down. Oh, the play before that. Oh. Okay. I was looking past that play. That's why I didn't see it. I didn't realize it was that long ago. That was like a minute ago. UFO above the Wizard Stadium. Maybe Hurricane Ian's back. Fourth and 8, they're kicking a field goal. No guarantee here. 48-yarder. And he got it. Okay, 7-3. Are you even on the right play? I was nowhere close to the right play. That's where I got confused. But of course I was looking down. I thought you guys like orchestrated a whole prank against me. I just wasn't looking far enough. Speaking of deep balls, Corral goes deep, and it is incomplete. They had like 3 guys there. Imagine if he had actually caught that. Then maybe I'd believe the Aviators are EA's love child. Corral's 9 for 10. The only incomplete pass was the one we just saw, the deep ball. What if Matt Corral doesn't re-sign with Columbus? What if he's on his 5th team in 5 years? That'd be funny. Corral goes downfield. That is caught by somebody, but not in bounds. Now 3rd and 4. Corral goes deep again. Incomplete. A little bit too much juice. And that'll wrap up the first quarter, 7-3. Columbus has the lead. I'd sign Corral just to make sure I don't have to deal with him. That's fair. Jump ball, and the wide receiver doesn't jump. Nor did the defensive back go for the ball. I guess he didn't really have to, but still, he could have padded his stats. Made a little extra money next year, you know? So the Wizards can take the lead now with the ball again. Mahomes has been pretty bleh so far. I mean, he did get the one downfield pass that I thought I was being pranked about, but other than that, he hasn't been like all that impressive. Another short pass. He was out of bounds as he caught it. Incomplete. We need to see him take more shots. The Wizards are best when they're going downfield. Why don't they do that again? Third and 10. And Mahomes doesn't even get rid of it. Sacked by Luke? I think his name is Luke Matthews. I could be wrong. The Wizards' offense is taking lessons from the Browns, I guess. So, what a punt! Down at the 3. Good work by, is that Corey Bajorquez? Second and 2. I don't know if he got it. Not that it really matters, because it'd be... Oh, he did get it. Okay, never mind. I thought this game was going to be a ton of high scoring, but again, just like the Browns and Diablos game, both offense has been kind of quiet. Yet in the Niners-Panthers game, I would have expected more defense. And in our game, I would have expected us to not get killed. Corral under pressure. I think he wanted to go deep. He couldn't find anybody. And so he is sacked by Matt Judon. These defenses are both looking the part. Good old AFC North football. You can take the Aviators away from an AFC North game, but oh my God, it's intercepted. Okay, that was a play that happened in the football game. Another tipped pick. Yeah, it was tipped by the linebacker right into the hands of Judon. I will say this in defense for the Aviators. That happened to the Niners, and the Niners won. Well, if their run defense is gonna play like that, then I don't know if they're gonna win. You guys were saying the Aviators are Madden's luck child. What happened? Second and 1. They get the first. They just got to punch it in here. I would say that's more than a bad play. That's like a game-changing, catastrophic play. That will lead to a Jaden Jackson touchdown. And the Wizards now lead 10-7. I'm not saying EA hates them. I'm just saying I don't think EA is in love with them. Now, if they win this game, go all the way, then that's a case that could be made. So the Aviators are trailing for the first time, I believe, all day. They get the ball back. We'll see what they can do. Nothing doing there. Corral started the game on fire. He's been not as good since, although the interception was not his fault. But he has been a little bit bleh. Now a 3rd and 8. And it is caught. Corral just chucked it up and said, F it. Hopefully I get lucky. And he got lucky. We're at the 2-minute warning already. Wow, the second quarter went quick. 10-7. The Wizards on top of the Aviators. A surprisingly not overly high-scoring game. Not horrible indeed. You guys have been hanging in there. You had an unlucky interception lead to a touchdown. But other than that, you've been more than fine. I need a pick. Oh. I gotcha. All right, there you go. Oh, why is it right when I'm looking down doing the pick'em thing? Bruh. Okay, what happened? From the 30-yard line, Corral with a strike for Brian Edwards, who darts by the corner. Of course it's when I'm looking down, obviously. It's like Nickinator and EA were scheming it up right when I have to do the pick'em at. That happens. If it makes you feel any better, I also missed it. Welcome to the club of missing all the fun plays. So now the Aviators are on top. You did not. I only saw it first because you sounded excited in the stream chat, and I was like, did the Aviators just do something good? Then I look at my screen, and they're kicking the extra point. Just want to say I've gotten 3 different over-under 0.5 above the score. That's pretty impressive. Do you, like, make all the lines yourself, or do you find them, like, off of a website or something? Because I've noticed, like, they seem like pretty good lines, but they also don't seem exact to what is being said in real life, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Too busy looking at a story that Alex Jones has to pay $965 million. Does he have $965 million? I know he's a famous political bigwig, so he could. But that is a lot of money. What happens if he can't pay it? Does he go to, like, jail or something? I don't know how all this works. Just like how the Wizards don't know how the clock works, because they're not going to have time to run another play. So the Aviators lead 14-10. Going into halftime. Who starts with the ball? I think the Wizards do. Winner of this game hosts the Cinderella Mexico City Diablos in the AFC Championship after upsetting the Browns 13-7. Just make all the numbers different and try to not do all 3 or 3.5. That seems like good logic. $965 million is such a weird number, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do. If he deserves to pay all that money, which I don't know exactly what he did here, but I know he's like not a good dude, so I'm not gonna question it. Just round to $1 billion. Maybe they don't want to look like maybe I guess the logic is that they don't want to do $1 billion because that looks like so much. But $965 million is close enough. Like they're not gonna need the extra $35 million. I don't know. That'd be my guess, but I have no clue. Rams-Niners NFC Championship is going to feel like if we had an in-real-life Eagles-Cowboys Conference Championship. I guess so, yeah. The game clearly says we haven't played yet. I think this game is the first one on the schedule because the other 3, like, the scores aren't showing. So I think this would be, like, the afternoon game on the Saturday. So technically our game didn't happen either. Oh, I kind of like this then. It doesn't have, the scoreboard doesn't say 14-37. Speaking of big plays, here we go. Kadarius Toney for the lead. I don't know how that was speaking of big plays. I was trying to do a transition and it didn't work, but we're just going to roll with it. He called Sandy Hook a hoax. Yeah, find him all the money in the world. I knew he did something shady. That's pretty bad. Now I kind of feel like I remember some more details. So, yeah, find him all the money. They don't show the score for user games unless the user games already happened. Since this is on the Saturday and those games weren't technically played yet, that's why they're not showing them. So, like, if you go back to the other game, you can see the Vikings score. I think. Yeah. If you go back to either of the other games, you can see our score. Imagine being in that much debt. Couldn't be any of us. I guess that's the positives of not being famous and dealing with all that money. You don't have all that debt either. So now that he's fined all this money, what happens to his platform? Because I know he's like, a famous guy. People listen to him. I know Kyrie Irving shared one of his weird conspiracies. I don't remember exactly what it was. I mean, I guess he still has a platform unless he's in, like, jail or something. I guess it's harder to do that when you don't have millions and millions of dollars. Here's a nice little play by Rondale, who's been pretty good when he's had the ball in his hands today. I probably have more money than Alex Jones. We probably all do. I guess if he doesn't have $965 million, then unless any of us are broke, which I hope not, then I guess we all have more money than him. Corral is 20 for 26. He's been overall pretty efficient today. And again, the interception was not on him. Another strong performance for Matty C, outplaying Russell Wilson. Who would have guessed? It's my birthday. Happy birthday. That guy looks like he's about 30, and he has face paint and horrible writing. Did that just say the Aviators have ran the ball 3 times? Now that I think about it, they've barely given Dontavius Brown the ball. They do on that play, and he goes backwards. EA should also be forced to hand me They should hand all of us millions of dollars for all the heartbreak we've dealt with. I mean, you know they make plenty of money off of Ultimate Team. They have the money to do it. Your birthday is in 8 days. So make sure to put face paint on. Show up to the next OFL Browns playoff. Oh, wait. There is no next playoff game for the Browns. Oopsie poopsies. So the Wizards get it back with the lead. Strong start to the third quarter for Orlando. They get a score. They get a stop. We'll see if they can do anything more with it. The momentum bar is pretty much all the way filled up. You're also joining that lawsuit. How is this my fault? What did I do? I don't think I have millions of dollars to give you. Just ask Alex Jones for more money. I don't know. Maybe Alex Jones, along with thinking Sandy Hook is a hoax, he also, if he thinks that's a hoax, he probably thinks EA not screwing Nick and IT over is also a hoax. Because clearly he doesn't know what he's talking about if he thinks that's the case. I have the YouTube channel, that's true, but that doesn't mean I have millions of dollars. I wish I could say I do, but unfortunately I don't think that's true. Wizards are moving it well again. Mahomes has been a lot more aggressive in the second half. They've ran it 4 times. These two teams have ran it a combined total of 7 times. Your 18th is next month, and your 3 years. Goddamn. 3-year anniversary is Saturday. Well, my advice for you is for your birthday and your anniversary, you don't show up in face paint with a goofy sign like the guy in the stands for this game. Time to get in front of Alex Jones and start talking smack to get him to push me, and then we can cash out. Just pull it Devontae Adams. I wish he had a different first name. He's putting shame to all of the Alexes. Like, what other Alex is a bad person? He's giving us shame. Why can't his name be Alec? 3rd and 5, nice sack. That might knock them out of field goal range. DeForest Buckner pushes them all the way to the 37. They're probably still going to kick, yeah. 54-yarder, though. It's close. Nope. Did that doink off the crossbar? No, it was just short. Nick Adams is ruining the good reputation of the Knicks. At least Nick Adams is, like, funny, though. Like, who actually... I guess there are people who do like Alex Jones, but, like... He's not funny. Like, even people who disagree with Nick Adams, at least he's funny. Even if he's a moron, at least he's funny about it. You got, yeah, the good thing about having a unique name is no one can ruin the reputation of your name. Can't wait for the Niner playoff game where they give Nick Chubb 5 carries. I mean, at least the Niners can throw the ball. Some teams can't. These two teams can. Have you seen the memes on... Yeah, but, like, Nick Adams is, like, even if he's a dummy, he's also a pretty funny guy. I don't know if anything Alex Jones does is funny. I mean, people can make memes of him, sure, but, like, he's not like a funny person. Like, you don't think of Alex Jones and then start laughing. That's you can think of Nick Adams and start laughing. Third and 19, of course they go short. He didn't even make the throw. And that'll wrap up the third. We've got a good one here in the Disney bubble. The Mickey Mouse land. Anytime Machado strikes out, I'm going to call him Manny Machado. Nick Adams would say that. Manny Machado. Closest you have with Dominic is Dominique Wilkins. And Dominique Wilkins isn't a moron like those guys. Dominique Wilkins is cool. Who doesn't want to share a name with Dominique Wilkins? What has he ever done that's bad other than, like, dunk on people and, like, obliterate them? That's not a... I think dunking on people is not as bad as calling Sandy Hook a hoax. Or just being Nick Adams. For a second, I thought the Wizards didn't have the ball. I thought that was intercepted. I was confused, but the Wizards do have the ball. Nick Boyle stepping up. 8 catches for 88 yards. That's a lot of 8s. Rip to the people named Carl. Oh boy, poor souls. There have been a lot of sacks today. Both pass rushes have been pretty good. Second and 26. Rip to the people named Jeffrey. I really feel for people who are named Karen. Like, that's gotta suck. Like, Karen's not an infamous person, but the name itself is infamous. So, like, they have to deal with it the worst. They got completely screwed over because somebody thought Karen was, like, a good choice for that annoying woman name. And to their credit, I mean, Karen does kind of fit it. But imagine it. And people named Chad are lucky because being called Chad is a compliment now. Poor people named Antonio. It's really bad for people who would be Antonio and their last name starts with a B. That's really going to suck. Columbus has it back, looking to regain the lead. Their offense has been very quiet in the second half. They've done just about nothing. F in the chat for people named OJ. I mean, at least the OJ thing happened like 30 years ago, so now you can't really name your kid OJ because... Well, yeah. I guess O.J. Howard, that's true. And OJ's not a common name, it's a nickname. So that's like, you're kind of trying to almost. Rip to people whose name is Deshaun. I guess you can think of any name almost and figure out something bad they've done. Oh, hey, Husker. Welcome into the stream. We already went through your game, and, well, I don't know how to tell you this. I mean, you can see for yourself if you want. Nice throw. Matt Corral's cooking. Rip to people named Earl. Earl is in Earl Thomas? I mean, Earl Thomas has done some not good stuff recently. The Braves make you sad enough already. The Braves haven't done anything that sad in like 2 years. It is Earl Thomas. Okay, good. Unsurprising that we lost. Thanks, EA. How bad was it? You guys were up. Weren't they up by 11? Wasn't it like 28-17? You guys had some, like, lucky plays go your way, but still kind of managed to lose. And Bryce Young balled out. He had, I think, 3 incompletions and 4 touchdowns. He was amazing. But the game was tied going into overtime. Nice touchdown by Columbus. The game went to overtime, and you guys didn't get the ball. The Niners won the toss because tails never fails, and they drove down the field and scored. So the Niners won their very first watch game in OFL 22 at the expense of the Panthers. 1 foot, 2 foot. He's in. That's a touchdown. Somehow you weren't the most screwed. You weren't the coach screwed the most. I completely read that wrong. Husker did kind of get screwed over, though. I mean, there wasn't like 1 or 2 like individual plays that were really bad, minus the interception, but that helped Husker. But yeah, the defense kind of sold. Nick Chubb had about 200 rushing yards. And it wasn't off of a couple big plays. He was just ramming it down your guys' throats the entire game. And then the chat for everybody named Kyle. There's another one. Let's see what Mahomes can do. Wow, there's only 3:17 left. I thought there was like 6 minutes left in the game. Yeah, Chubb averaged nearly 10 yards a carry. And again, it wasn't like he had 2 70-yard runs. He just dominated the entire game. Rip to people named GSU coach. I don't think there are many who fit that bill, unfortunately. But for those who are, sucks to be you. Mahomes lucky to get rid of it. Imagine they had the 2 lowest seeds in the AFC Championship. Not a whole lot you can do when EA decides to have an elite defense forget how to play football. Yeah, it's odd that the Panthers lost because of their defense when they had the best defense in the league, and the other one, see, the Browns lost when they had the best offense in the league. They lost because of their offense. So nothing makes sense. What is GSU? Oh, you missed. You must have missed it. But he was quite the character. Put it that way. 3rd and 6. I don't think he got it. Oh, he did. That was close. And in the chat for anyone named Hugh. I mean, at least Hugh Jackson isn't like a bad guy. He's just bad at his job. Or let me rephrase, he's really bad at his job. Working a shift a while ago, we had a web order come through, and the person's last name was Rittenhouse. That's got to be brutal. Whether you side with the kid or not, even having that last name at all is not ideal in 2022. F's in the chat for people named Brett. Good old Brett Favre. What a great human, right, guys? He's such a nice person. He would never do anything to, you know, steal money from poor people. He's just the worst NFL coach of all time. Urban Meyer exists. Yeah, now I don't know if anyone's worse than Urban. Did he catch that? Nope. F in the chat for anyone named Alex. Not because they're evil or anything, just because they have to share a name with Lochte. Poor Alexes. You have to. First, you have Alex Jones, then you have me. That's pretty brutal. That must sting everywhere you go. For me, I mean, I don't think about it. I guess if it was an uncommon name that I shared with someone, then yeah, it would be a little bit weird. Or if my last name was Jones, that'd be bad. A-Rod, too. There's another one. Okay, maybe there are bad people with my name. 4th and 23. Wizards go for it, and it is incomplete. They only have 2 timeouts. I don't see how the Wizards can win this game. I didn't even realize that was 4th down. So, if the Wizards get a stop here, I guess they would have enough time for a Hail Mary, maybe. So we'll keep watching. The Aviators have ran the ball like 3 times today. Now they need their run game to win the game. There's Alexander the Great. He was alive like a while ago, though. The only thing people know about him is that he's great, apparently. Why is he so great? What did he do? Should be Dontavius for great, because Dontavius Brown just won the game for the Aviators, and they're going to the AFC Championship. Got to share a name with KD, who isn't a monster, but he's just weird. That is true. He is a weird guy. Poor, classy, privacy respecter like Alex Jones has to share a name with me. What did Alex Jones do to deserve this? He's totally not a bad guy or anything. Wink, wink. Matt Rule didn't have the off-field flameout that Urban did, but from a pure X and O standpoint, he's right up there. That's fair. I mean, at least with Urban, they were able to get rid of him quick. And now the Jaguars look fine. I mean, they look like a respectable team now. All the other team had to do was get to 17, and the game was over. And, I mean, with Carolina's offense, I don't know if I can confidently say they're getting to 17 too often. Didn't KD say he would chug Scarlett Johansson's bathwater? Yes, he did. That was a famous Kevin Durant tweet back when Twitter was different. In the old days of Twitter. When you could say that and not look as weird. I also think Kevin Durant said, like, 5 years into the NBA that he wishes he could sleep in his mother's bed or something. Not in, like, a creepy way. I mean, KD's a mama's boy. I respect it, but I don't know, 5 years into the league, that's a little peculiar. F in the chat for anyone named Matt. You have to deal with Matt Rule and Matt Ryan. Yikes. Wizards call a timeout. Oh, that's cute. They still think they have a shot. Turn injuries off when you see them. Thank you for reminding me. I would have forgotten. I get the Scarlett Johansson thing, but you also can't say that when you're famous. Yeah, I mean, some people aren't going to disagree. But, yeah, that is questionable. Katie's mom has got it going on. I guess so. Clearly, Kevin Durant believes that. Incomplete again. Oh, they're running Hail Marys. If only this game wasn't a two-score game, and then this Hail Mary could be cool. I don't think they can get an 11-play Hail Mary, but that's just a hunch. Final play of the Wizards season. Mahomes goes deep. Are we really about to have them run another play because of the pass interference on the Hail Mary? Wait. That would mean this is the second consecutive week that the Aviators have gotten a pass interference on a Hail Mary on the final play of the game. Now, here it's not going to matter because they're down by 2 scores, but how do you have a penalty on a Hail Mary, nearly lose the game because of it, and do the same thing the next week? Just for that, the Aviators deserve to lose. They win by 11. Good for them. They're hosting the AFC Championship against the Diablos. But how does a team do the same penalty on a Hail Mary 2 weeks in a row? That's impressive. Again, this one didn't matter. The last one could have mattered, but still. Both QBs played well. Mahomes and Corral both had good performances. We were all expecting the Matt Corral revenge game against Cleveland in the AFC Championship. Cleveland didn't even make it. So Corral cannot beat them for a fourth time this year. Not third, fourth, because remember he was on the Bears. Matt Corral is going up against Baker Mayfield, the 2 Panthers quarterbacks in the AFC Championship. Then on the other side, oh, it did say it again. Awesome. On the other side, we've got Trey Lance and time for me to push the agenda, DJ Uiagalelei. Brett would never steal food. He would just steal money from people on welfare in one of the poorest states of America so he could build a new volleyball stadium. That sounds like a wholesome thing to do, right? That's not bad. Every road team won except for us. Fantastic, guys. Good work. All right, we'll turn injuries off, and then we will sim. So through two playoff series, only 2 home teams have won games, and both of them were the Rams. In every playoff game the Rams have not played in, the away team has won. That's remarkable. Look at this. Every road team in the AFC has won. Every road team in the NFC has won except for the Rams. That's wild. And lucky for the Rams, they get to play home again against the rejuvenated Niners, who are now 1-12 in watch games. So does that mean you're going to lose? Yeah, because apparently the Rams are the only home team who knows how to win. Okay, we got the Force Winds right. Our conference championships, we've got the Aviators, the Diablos, the Rams, and the Niners. Who would have guessed these 4 teams would have won today? If you asked me before the stream, I probably would have said the other 4 teams are going to win. But what do I know? All right, we'll turn injuries back on. We'll look at the injuries, because we forgot to do that last time, I think. And then that'll just about do it. This stream lasted over 3 hours, and that was with a Simcast game. Or, not a Simcast game, but the second half of our game being simulated, because we played like dog poo. Alright, of the teams left, the Aviators, nothing new. They still have Eric Newberry out. They play the Diablos, Start with a D. No one. Niners. Will Hurst is out 1 week. And no one. Who needs an OFL Bowl when you have the Cancun Bowl? That's facts. I don't want schedule, I want stats. Who are the players of the week? Not that it really matters. We can name our own players of the week since 3 of the games didn't save. Alright, players of the week here are Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's ironic because he was horrible in the actual game. Malcolm Butler, Baker Mayfield, George Karlaftis. Baker Mayfield is fine. He was good. Obviously, Nick Chubb on offense for the NFC. And then who would it be defensively? Matthew Judon had a really good game for the Wizards. Probably him. And then in the NFC, maybe Tre'Davious White. He had the interception. Yeah, we can look at the new game stats. Hold on. Not that it really matters, but we can take a look. So the first game saved. We don't need to check the first game, but the other 3 did not. The Diablos scored 41 this time. Last time, on the watch game, all they needed was 13. How did IT do? 3.7. Should have expected it. Didn't Cooper Kupp get hurt in the actual game? That's kind of the big deal. Now Cooper Kupp can play. Unless we put him on the bench, but we don't know what his injury actually was, so we won't do that. The Niners, again, really close. So just like in the game we watched, a lot of points. A lot of offense. Bryce Young wasn't as good, though. Nick Chubb also wasn't as good. Khalil Lawrence, 2 touchdowns. Again, not that it matters. And then, this was the other one, 24-6. Not as competitive as the actual game. All right, cool. That's going to wrap it up. Next time, we've got the AFC and NFC Championships with, who would have guessed it, the Aviators, the Diablos, the Rams, and the Niners. I wouldn't have guessed it, I'll tell you that. Are the Wizards just the real-life Packers? The Wizards and us, yeah. We've both made the playoffs 3 years in a row, and we can't get out of the second round. We're taking last year's Cardinals, but, like, amplifying it. All right, so that'll wrap it up. Next stream, Friday, maybe, probably. I don't know. We'll see. I'll aim for Friday. That's the plan as of now, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, hope everybody enjoyed, and yeah.